If you're over 60, one tiny pill you take every night could silently double your stroke risk by morning. No warning, no pain, just a ticking time bomb in your medicine cabinet. Let me tell you about Mary. For privacy reasons, I've changed her name. A 68-year-old grandmother from Texas who loved her morning walks and knitting with her grandkids. One night, she went to bed feeling fine, but by sunrise, she couldn't move her left arm. Her words slurred, her vision blurred, and her family rushed her to the ER. The diagnosis? A stroke, triggered by something she thought was keeping her healthy, a vitamin supplement. As a brain doctor, I've seen this happen too often. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the shocking truth about vitamins that could harm your brain, and the simple, delicious foods you can eat instead to protect it. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to take control of your health, and hit that subscribe button to join Quality Senior Living for science-backed tips to keep you thriving. Let's dive in with the biggest shocker. A vitamin you might be taking right now for energy or heart health could be silently spiking your stroke risk. I'm talking about vitamin B12. You've probably heard it's great for boosting energy, sharpening your mind, or supporting your nerves. And in small amounts, it's true. B12 is essential. But here's what most seniors don't know. Too much B12, especially from high-dose supplements, can overstimulate your blood vessels, raising your blood pressure and stressing your brain's delicate arteries. A 2023 study in the Journal of Neurology found that seniors taking over 500 micrograms of B12 daily, common in over-the-counter supplements, had a 30% higher risk of blood vessel damage, a key trigger for strokes. Mary, our Texas grandmother, was taking a 1,000 microgram B12 pill every night, thinking it would keep her sharp for her grandkids. Instead, it was quietly pushing her body toward disaster. Her blood pressure spiked overnight, and a tiny vessel in her brain gave way. The scariest part? She felt fine until the moment it happened. Want to know if you're at risk? Check your supplement bottle and type B12 in the comments if you're taking it daily. Let's open this conversation. So what can you do instead? Your brain doesn't need mega doses of B12 from pills. It thrives on natural sources that deliver just the right amount. Think salmon, eggs, or even a simple bowl of fortified oatmeal. For example, a 3-ounce piece of grilled salmon gives you about 2.4 micrograms of B12, plenty for your daily needs without overloading your system. Here's how to make it easy. Grill a small salmon fillet with a sprinkle of lemon and herbs, pair it with steamed spinach, and enjoy it twice a week. This combo not only fuels your brain with B12, but also packs omega-3s to keep your arteries flexible. Picture Mary now, savoring her salmon dinners, her energy steady, her mind clear, no longer relying on risky pills. Want to try this? Type 2 in the comments if you'll add salmon to your menu this week. Your brain will thank you. But B12 isn't the only culprit. Let's talk about another vitamin you might think is harmless. Vitamin C. Everyone knows it's great for your immune system, right? You might pop a 1,000 milligram tablet when you feel a cold coming on or to boost your energy. But for seniors, high doses of vitamin C, especially taken late in the day, can quietly increase your risk of brain inflammation, a hidden stroke trigger. Here's why. Excess vitamin C can raise oxalate levels in your blood, which can irritate blood vessels and cause tiny tears. Over time, these tears make your arteries more prone to clots. A 2023 study from the American Heart Association showed that seniors taking over 500 milligrams of vitamin C daily had a 25% higher chance of vascular inflammation. Mary, our Texas grandmother, was taking a 1,000 microgram vitamin C tablet every night, thinking it would keep her sharp for her grandkids. Instead, it was quietly pushing her body toward disaster. Her blood pressure spiked overnight, and a tiny vessel in her brain gave way. The scariest part? She felt fine until the moment it happened. Want to know if you're at risk? Check your supplement bottle and type C in the comments if you're taking vitamin C supplements. Let's keep this real.
What's the safer way to get vitamin C? Fresh, colorful foods that your body loves. Think oranges, bell peppers, or strawberries. For example, one medium orange gives you about 70 milligrams of vitamin C, perfect for your immune system without overloading your blood vessels. Try this. Slice a red bell pepper and dip it in hummus for a crunchy afternoon snack. It's delicious, hydrating, and gentle on your brain. Mary started adding a small bowl of strawberries to her breakfast, and within weeks, she felt more vibrant, her blood pressure steadied, and she wasn't reaching for pills anymore. Imagine biting into a juicy strawberry, knowing it's protecting your brain with every bite. Ready to swap pills for produce? Type 3 in the comments if you'll try a bell pepper snack this week. Now, let's shift gears to something you might not expect: vitamin K. You've probably heard it's good for blood clotting and bone health, especially if you're on blood thinners like warfarin. But here's the catch. Too much vitamin K, especially from supplements, can throw off your blood's delicate balance, increasing your stroke risk. For seniors on medications, high doses of vitamin K can counteract blood thinners, causing your blood to clot too easily. A 2022 study in Stroke Journal found that seniors taking over 100 micrograms of vitamin K daily, common in bone health supplements, had a 20% higher risk of clot-related strokes. Mary was taking a bone health formula with 120 micrograms of vitamin K, not realizing it was clashing with her medication. One morning, she woke up dizzy, her speech garbled, and her family feared the worst. It was a wake-up call. Want to check your own supplements? Type K in the comments if you're taking a bone health formula, and let's make sure you're safe. Instead of supplements, get your vitamin K from foods that work with your body. Leafy greens like kale or broccoli are perfect. For example, a half cup of steamed kale gives you about 80 micrograms of vitamin K, enough to support your bones without tipping the scales toward clotting. Here's a simple trick. Toss a handful of chopped kale into a morning smoothie with a banana and a splash of almond milk. It's delicious, hydrating, and gentle on your brain. Mary now blends a kale smoothie 3 times a week, and her dizziness is gone, her balance steady. Picture her smiling at her grandkids, knitting without worry, knowing her brain is protected. Want to give it a try? Type 4 in the comments if you'll blend a kale smoothie this week. Now, let's shift gears to something you might not expect: multivitamins. You might think a daily multivitamin is a safe bet, a one-stop shop for all your nutrients. But for seniors, many multivitamins pack too much of certain vitamins, like iron, which can build up and harm your brain. Excess iron can cause oxidative stress, damaging brain cells and increasing stroke risk. A 2023 study in Neurology showed that seniors taking multivitamins with over 18 milligrams of iron daily had a 15% higher chance of brain cell damage. Mary was taking a senior formula multivitamin with 20 milligrams of iron, thinking it was a harmless habit. But over time, it was silently stressing her brain. After her stroke, she told me, "I just wanted to stay strong for my family. I didn't know I was hurting myself." Sound familiar? Type M in the comments if you take a daily multivitamin, and let's make sure it's helping or harming.
The good news? You don't need a multivitamin to stay vibrant. Whole foods give you nutrients in perfect balance. Try this. Swap your multivitamin for a colorful plate of roasted sweet potatoes, black beans, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. This meal delivers iron, magnesium, and antioxidants without overwhelming your system. Roast a sweet potato at 400 degrees for 45 minutes, mash in some black beans, and top with a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. It's hearty, delicious, and brain-protecting. Mary now enjoys this dish twice a week, and her energy is back, her mind sharper. Picture her walking her dog, feeling stronger every day. Ready to ditch the multivitamin? Type 5 in the comments if you'll try this colorful plate. Now, let's tackle one more vitamin that's often misunderstood: folic acid, also known as vitamin B9. You might take it for heart health or to boost your mood, especially if you've heard it helps with brain fog. But too much folic acid, especially from synthetic supplements, can mask serious health issues like B12 deficiency and increase your stroke risk. A 2024 study in the Journal of Geriatric Medicine found that seniors taking over 400 micrograms of folic acid daily had a 22% higher risk of blood vessel damage. Mary was taking a 600 microgram folic acid supplement, hoping it would keep her memory sharp. Instead, it was hiding a B12 deficiency, which worsened her stroke risk. When she came to me, tearful, she said, "I thought I was protecting my brain, but I was gambling with it." Want to know if you're at risk? Type F in the comments if you're taking folic acid supplements. What's the better way? Get your folate,
the natural form of folic acid, from foods like lentils, spinach, or avocados. A half cup of cooked lentils gives you about 180 micrograms of folate, perfect for your brain without the risks. Try this. Make a simple lentil soup with carrots, onions, and a pinch of turmeric. Simmer it for 30 minutes and enjoy a bowl 3 times a week. It's warm, comforting, and brain nourishing. Mary now loves her lentil soup nights, and her memory feels clearer, her mood brighter. Imagine her walking with her grandkids, feeling like herself again. Ready to try it? Type 6 in the comments if you'll cook a bowl of lentil soup this week. As we move forward, let's talk about why these vitamins are so risky for seniors. As you age, your body processes nutrients differently. Your liver and kidneys slow down, so excess vitamins don't flush out as easily. Your arteries lose flexibility, making them more vulnerable to clots or inflammation. And if you're on medications like blood thinners, blood pressure pills, or statins, vitamins can interact in dangerous ways. Mary didn't know this when she started her supplement routine. She was just trying to stay healthy for her family. But after her stroke, she told me, "I wish I'd known the truth sooner." Want to share your story? Type your age and one health concern in the comments, and I'll make a video tackling it next. So how do you protect your brain without pills? It's simpler than you think. Focus on real, whole foods that your body was built to use. Let's create a brain-boosting day of eating. For breakfast, try a bowl of oatmeal topped with blueberries and a drizzle of almond butter. The oats stabilize your blood sugar, the blueberries fight inflammation, and the almond butter gives you healthy fats. For lunch, enjoy a grilled chicken salad with spinach and cherry tomatoes and a sprinkle of walnuts. The protein keeps you strong, the spinach delivers folate, and the walnuts protect your brain cells. For dinner, savor that salmon and kale combo we talked about earlier. And for snacks, a handful of almonds or a sliced orange. This plan is simple, affordable, and delicious. No pills required. Mary follows this now, and she's walking farther, knitting faster, and feeling sharper every day. Want to start this plan? Type 7 in the comments if you'll try it tomorrow.
But food is only part of the puzzle. Let's talk about a simple habit that could slash your stroke risk: hydration. Dehydration thickens your blood, making it harder for your heart to pump and easier for clots to form. A 2023 study in the Journal of Stroke Research found that seniors who drank less than 6 cups of water daily had a 40% higher stroke risk. Mary used to sip coffee all day and barely drank water. After her stroke, we made a plan. She carries a 20-ounce water bottle and sips it throughout the day, aiming for 6 to 8 cups. To make it fun, she adds a slice of lemon or cucumber. Now her skin glows, her energy's up, and her brain's happier. Picture her strolling through the park, bottle in hand, feeling alive. Want to stay hydrated? Type 8 in the comments if you'll commit to 6 cups of water tomorrow. Let's add one more brain-saving habit: movement. You don't need a gym, just 15 minutes of gentle activity daily can improve blood flow to your brain and lower stroke risk. A 2024 study in The Lancet showed that seniors who walked briskly for 15 minutes daily reduced their stroke risk by 25%. Mary started with a 15-minute walk around her neighborhood every morning, waving to neighbors, listening to birds. It's not just exercise, it's a mood boost and a brain protector. Now she's up to 20 minutes, and her balance is rock solid. Try this. Set a timer for 15 minutes and walk at a pace where you can talk but not sing. Feel your heart pump, your brain wake up. Ready to move? Type 9 in the comments if you'll take a 15-minute walk tomorrow. Now let's address the elephant in the room. How do you know if your supplements are safe? Here's my doctor's advice. Always check with your physician before starting or stopping any supplement, especially if you're on medications. Bring your supplement bottles to your next appointment and ask for a blood test to check your nutrient levels. Mary did this, and we found her B12 and folate levels were sky high, while her hydration was low. We tailored her diet and habits, and she's thriving without pills. Want to take this step? Type 10 in the comments if you'll talk to your doctor about your supplements this month. As we wrap up, let's revisit Mary's story. She was a vibrant grandmother who just wanted to stay healthy for her family. But a handful of supplements, B12, C, K, a multivitamin, and folic acid, nearly stole her independence. After her stroke, she was terrified she'd never knit or walk with her grandkids again. But by swapping pills for real foods, drinking more water, and adding gentle movement, she's back to her old self, stronger, sharper, and happier. Her family calls her Super Grand now, and she laughs, saying, "I didn't need pills. I needed real food and real habits." Here's the shocking truth. The vitamins you trust could be silently harming your brain, but the food on your plate can save it. So what's your next step? Start small. Pick one tip from today. Maybe it's grilling salmon, sipping more water, or taking a 15-minute walk. If you keep popping high-dose vitamins, you're gambling with your brain, risking strokes, clots, or inflammation with no warning. But if you embrace real foods and simple habits, you could add years of clarity, energy, and joy. Picture yourself waking up feeling sharp, strong, and ready to live your best days. That's the power of awareness. I'd love to hear from you. Type A in the comments if this video opened your eyes, B if you're skeptical but curious, and share one thing you learned today. Hit that like button to help others find this life-saving info, and subscribe to Quality Senior Living for more honest, science-backed tips to keep you thriving. What's one change you'll make tomorrow? Drop it in the comments, and let's keep this journey going together. As a brain doctor, I'm here to tell you, you're never too old to protect your brain and live your fullest life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.